Hello and welcome to this episode of my playthrough of Dragon's Dogma. This is episode 11, and this is your friend Conservative Cat. Today we are finally going to get to hear the Duke's directive, and Maximilian has moved over here.
Well, it will be my honor to show you the ready. The choice is yours. This is a high honor, Arisen. See, you do not take it lightly. Here are the details. Wondrous tidings, Arisen. The Duke is to grant you an audience. His Grace wishes to commend you for your valor and your service to the land. Know, however, that any errand you have taken on will be left to another to complete. You will also be asked to return your writ of permission to join the hunt. If you have aught left undone, pray tend to it afore you come to see the Duke, sir. I must be clear. Your audience with His Grace will put an end to any current tasks, and you will be asked to return your license to the Wyrm Hunt. Knowing that, are you prepared to see him? You are quite certain? No tasks left incomplete? No need for the license to the hunt? Understood. Then pray, enter the castle, sir. A guide awaits within to see you to His Grace.
At this point, you will fail any side quests that have not been finished, and you will no longer be able to finish the Wyrm Hunt quests. But Maximilian does a good job of warning you off of. This is a point of no return, even though it's only like maybe midway through the game, if you want to be generous. This is one of the few places in the game we cannot bring our pawns. They are banned from the Duke's castle area. Here's our guide, right there.
Tonight the fisher knight leaves the humble shores of home for the heady depths of court. Pray, let this token from humble Festi garner favor with the leviathans within. Oh, tut, no time for thanks, friend. The Duke awaits. Sail on, dear knight, sail on.
Look at the brave knight.
Well, we have Julian and Mercedes there. And we also have a lot of knights. And we can talk to them all before we go up and see the Duke there at the end of the hall.
Such gaiety may unite the men and stoke them to greater valor. But do we truly have the time to lend such pursuits with a dragon upon us?
All of his men pretty much say that this is a huge waste of time. And frankly, I agree with them. This is pointless.
Coin on such festivity while our defenses stand bare. Just the same, I'll not refuse his wine.
There's really no one who approves of this entire thing. Though some of the guards do congratulate us and say that you know, they're proud of us and they're happy to have us on their side. But mostly it's just bitching.
I fear your crown outshines my own. By my command, every road in Grancis shall be open to you henceforth as a member of the Wyrm Hunt. May your efforts help deliver us from the shadow of the dragon. As long as that damnable beast draws breath, I'll fain accept any help on offer. All right.
Remember, even though the Duke was an Arisen himself, he does seem pretty dismissive of us. You know what I mean?
The sovereign of this land ill comprehends the urgency of the danger it faces. This eve's empty pomp is ample proof. All gaiety, without a hint of real concern. I'll allow, 'tis well understandable. A people numbed by 2 generations of peace cannot be expected to know true resolve. 'Tis a lesson taught by fire and sacrifice. Pray let his grace learn before the fire takes all. But I ought not speak in such bold terms before his grace.
2 generations? The Duke must be really old.
Arisen. Hail, sir. It seems you truly stand apart from the rest of us. Some sneered when I presented the Hydra's head, said it was your feat alone that won it. In truth, I cannot deny it. I had no hand in it. 'Tis plain fact. But what of the enlistment corps, then? What meaning does our fealty hold? I have no answer to give my men. To give myself.
So, pretty much,
The Duke has seemed different of late.
the Duke is around 70 years old, so he looks a lot younger than he actually is.
Are the rest of you truly blind to that simple truth?
Man, these guys are over-emotional, man.
Let us speak another time, sir.
All through my reign, I foresaw the coming of this danger. And so I gathered men into armies, stones into strongholds. I readied for war. And then you were risen. You came to us, and the dragon with you. Pray, think on the meaning of that, and of your duty.
Oh, that's not nice. Let's make our way back out, shall we? But first, let's go ahead and mark our quest. We're almost done with this. However, I'd like to show y'all how your completed quest should look. There we go. I love all that green. If you failed any, it'd be red. I'd recommend making a save before then, before you come to court, and check on it. Make sure that you do not have any red, and if you do afterwards, reload and go back to that point. There's someone over here, over in the garden, who we're going to want to speak with, though.
My. Apologies, dear warrior. But to see a face austere as the castle walls adorned with this... Still, 'tis more agreeable than the endlessly dour air of most of my husband's sawn swords. Valor dwells in the heart, after all. The brave ought not need their raiment to speak for them at all, no? Hail, dear warrior of the lovely helm. I fear I am remiss in asking your name, sir.
This is the Duchess Eleanor, and we can keep talking.
Arisen? You must forgive me. I fear I am grossly ignorant in matters of war. I had thought all who fought shared the title warrior. But again, you must excuse me. I am Eleanor, come just a few days past as a bride to the Duke. I pray you will serve my lord husband faithfully, Sir Warrior. I presume the crown you bear is a mark of your station as the Arisen? I must apologize for my laughter, good sir. I assure you I meant no disrespect. You would gift me your crown, dear warrior? You are far too kind. I shall cherish it. I shall pray for your
Hear that?
sir.
And see that sort of pink glow and blush on her face? That means we have gained maximum
I shall pray for your
maximum
sweet
relationship with her. relationship values. This is the first time I really discovered it. However, we kind of got it with Reynard at the end of his quest line. Basically, you can raise it by talking to him a lot, doing quests, or giving them gifts, and each character has different gifts that they like more. Raising their affection for you will give you discounts at their shops, and it can also turn them into your love interest at the end of the game. And Eleanor's affection for us goes up really fast, and in the course of one conversation we've already maxed it. But we've already gotten the achievement associated with that, Affinity and Beyond.
By decree of the Duke, you are to be allowed free passage into the castle. This right extends only to your person, and you are advised to comport yourself fittingly. A grievous breach in conduct will see you removed from the castle, or worse. You will take your orders from the Duke's Chamberlain, Aldous. Speak to him for further instruction. May the Maker see you on to further glory, sir.
How fared your audience with His Grace, Arisen? Aldous Ludric Sorn at your service, sir. I serve as a Chamberlain in the Duke's Court. As you may have seen for yourself, it seems His Grace is unwell. In truth, there is worry enough to make any man's head ache. But I fear he ails of worse than worry. Perhaps I ought not speak further on the matter, for my own well-being. I am charged with assigning royal orders, tasks of great import issued by the Duke himself. Pray forgive the bother, but I ask that you come to see me here in the castle whenever circumstances allow you to take on assignment. The future of this war is murky, sir. May your efforts help to bring its end into sight.
Anyways, thank you for watching, and have a good day.